How are you guys doing today? Hope everybody's doing great. Hey, Miss Max, Iris, hey, Donna. I see Karen and Robin, Sassy. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Ella. How are you guys doing today? Hope everybody's doing okay. I had a pretty busy week. I have been working on orders galore. Had a lot of Etsy orders, and also had a lot of local orders. I live in a golf community, so I had a lot of golf shirts that I had to embroider, the logo on them. And I have a graduation party that I'm going to this weekend. I have a neighbor that is graduating, and I wanted to share something with you guys because I was looking up, I was looking up graduation gifts, for new college students. And it did not dawn on me that this is a really hot seller. So I want to show this to you guys. Let me show this. I got this. I ordered it right off of Amazon. And this is a backpack laundry bag. Okay? And one of the things that I'm going to be doing is, this is the graduate, and I'm going to be embroidering his name right on this bag. I really like this bag. How much was it? I think it was $15. I think something like that. I got it off of Amazon. It was about like $15. But I like this bag because it had like the little zipper to put their detergent and stuff like that. And then it also has these straps in the back for when the student is trying to carry their laundry, right? So I thought this was pretty neat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to embroider his name on the bag. So I was looking for graduation gifts ideas on Etsy, and I saw that people had just these plain canvas laundry bags, and they were embroidering people's names on it, and they were selling them for quite a lot of money. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So I figured, let me go online and buy him a laundry bag. I'm also going to make him a mug with his school logo on it. He's going to be attending VCU, where my son is going, so I'm also going to be doing that. So I figured at the same time, what I'll do is I'll get him a coffee mug with the, VCU logo on it and also his name. And then I figured at the same time that what I can do is, embroider his name on the laundry bag. And I thought that would make like cute little gifts because, when they're college students and they're going away, it's a different type of life. He's gonna be doing laundry now. He's not gonna have mom doing it for him. So trying to see if my mouse is connected here. Okay, there it is. I see it now. Okay, let me make my screen bigger. I see more people are coming in. This is awesome. Hey John. Yeah, Mello is around here somewhere. I don't know where. I guess he's probably looking under Cardito's door. He does that a lot, when Cardito's home, because Cardito's now home from college. And, yeah, so he's been kind of helping me a lot, too, with deliveries and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Tracy. Hey, Crafty Puerto Rican. Hey, Robin. Hey, Ozzy. How you doing? And so listen, guys, I am going to start with this Friday's topic. One of the things that I was thinking about, right, was when I was embroidering the golf shirts, right, I do the logos. Whenever I'm embroidering logos and I have any small fonts, I always like to use a 60 weight thread with a 65/9 embroidery needle, right? Because I feel like it just gives it a much better, cleaner look. Okay, so when you're working with small fonts, you should always look into that. So when when it comes to the 40 weight thread, which is usually the normal weight thread that people use when they're embroidering, I always have a ton of those. Okay, those are the ones that you see on my walls and all that kind of stuff and everything. I just have like a little baggie with just the basic colors, which is like the black, the white. And when I was doing embroidery work for the dog show, and I had to do the logos on the smucks and stuff like that. I bought the light blue, but I don't have too many colors. So I never actually went out and bought like a whole set of every single color of embroidery thread in the 60 weight, right? Because I always figured, okay, well, with logos, I'm not sure how many colors I want. So I really just don't want to go crazy and start buying all this stuff. And then, I don't need it, right? So I started to look around. Sorry, I'm like jumping around in my chair. So I started to look around at, where I can get 60 weight embroidery thread, right? And I noticed a significant amount of difference between prices and also the amount of thread that you get. So when I was starting to do my research, right, because as you guys know that have watched me, I am a penny pincher, okay? I like to make sure that I'm getting the best value for my money. And, I started to see some discrepancies in the prices, in the amount of thread that you're getting and all that kind of stuff. So I figured, you know what, let me shop around, but shop around with you guys so that you guys can see where you can, how I do the comparison shopping, and also things you can do to make sure that you're getting the best price, right? Now, I have done videos in the past where I had used a website called Rakuten, whatever. It used to be Ebates, but now it's something else, where I go and I buy the discounted cashback. So I'm not going to do that in this video because I've done that in the videos in the past. So, you guys should already know like how to do that if you want to get like a discounted gift card for Michael's or Joann's, or even like Walmart, or even if you want to go out to eat or something like that, okay? Every time I'm going out, I always go through there and I buy a discounted gift card so that way I can save some money and stuff. But you guys know about that because I've showed that in the past. What I wanted to do was show you some of the websites that I have visited where I'm looking for particular items, and I noticed that there is a big price difference. And it kind of like rang a bell, kind of. Okay, so let me see if I can get this. I want to try to set up my computer because I know, and I don't know if Miss Banks is on because she's got my number. Okay, so and I know that sometimes when I have used StreamYard in the past, sometimes what happens is we lose the screen, or well, I don't lose the screen. I start doing my thing, and then you guys don't see what I'm doing. And the whole thing is I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I am going to go to my other Mac right here, and I'm going to pull up this video so that as I am doing this and I'm showing you guys the prices and all that kind of stuff and everything, because I want to make sure that you guys see what I am showing you guys, because that's kind of important, because hold on, let me lower this. I'm gonna lower the volume on the big iMac here, because I want to make sure that you guys see what I see so that you guys can see the prices and stuff like that. So all right, so let me start doing stuff right here. Sorry for not greeting you for. Oh no, don't worry about that, Iris. It's okay. Don't worry. Hey Judy, how you doing? And Cheryl. Okay, all right. Hey Donna, how you doing? Towels with their name is a good gift too. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right, because they're going away to college. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to have their own towel. So maybe Donna, thank you so much. Let me write that down. I don't want to forget, because that is another really cute gift. I can go to Walmart and get a bath towel, and I will put his initials on there. And oh yeah, thank you. That is a very good, because they're going away to college. So when kids are going away to college and stuff like that, it's like do you need to no I hey Crafty Puerto Rico, she's asking, do I need to reset the tension when I switch to the 60 weight thread? No, I don't. I do not redo my tension over on my single, or neither on any of my multi-needle machines. You should be able to just go straight with them. Just make sure that if you're using a 60 weight thread, that you are also using a 65/9 size needle. Okay. Hey Sandra, first time talking to you live. Oh well, welcome. Grab a pen and pencil, because I'm gonna be showing you guys a lot of stuff. Okay. All right. So first thing that I was doing today. Hold on. I want to share my screen. And I'm like watching the other screen and stuff, and I see I move my hands a lot. Okay, I'm going to try to stop doing that. I need to do my Toastmasters, I don't know if you guys ever did Toastmasters before. All right, now I am going to, hold on, because I want to show you guys, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my computer, and I'm not sharing anything yet, guys. I want to get the screens ready for you, so that way you guys can see. And then I'm going to do a screen share and show you guys what I am talking about when I am looking at thread, okay? All right. Okay. All right. So let me go back to StreamYard, and I'm going to do a share screen. And you know what? I'm going to try to share the entire screen here. All right, hold on. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, let's see. Do you guys see just the # thing? I think, yep. Okay, awesome. All right, you guys we are there. All right. Now, you guys are the ones that told me about this website that's called Hab Plus Dash. Okay, I didn't even know about this. And it was at a time when I had ran out of bobbins, and I used the magnetic bobbins, and I could not find them anywhere. All right. So to have an account on this website, you do need to have a business license. So if you have an LLC, then I strongly recommend create an account on this site, just so that you can at least have access to this site so that you can compare pricing. Okay. So right now, let's talk about the 60 weight thread that I was trying to get. Okay, I only have a couple, and I don't have too much on hand of the different colors, because I didn't want to like buy a whole big set of 60 weight thread, embroidery thread. So what I did in this site is, as you can see right here, it has top thread, and then right here it has glide 40. Okay, but I want the glide 60. That's the 60 weight. So I'm going to click on this, and I want you guys to see. Okay, now they don't have they have only like 20 products here. Okay, so they're kind of limited in some of the colors. Okay, so it's not like like some of the other 40 weight thread that you find, where you have like a whole like gazillion. All right, right here they tell you up front it's 20 products. Okay, now as you can see right now, they used to be $13.39 a spool, but right now they are $9.75 a spool. Now, one of the things that I did not pay attention to, and I started to think about it afterwards, is look at the yardage on this spool. Okay, it's 5,500 yards. All right, that is pretty good. That is very, very good. That's a pretty big one. Okay, now I'm going to change over to this other tab over here. Now, you guys all know about All Stitch. I love All Stitch, okay? I buy from them all the time, still do, and all that stuff. But like I said, this is not about being brand name specific. I am not a brand name specific type of person, even though I'm not going to sit here and say I don't buy brand names, because sometimes I do, okay? But a lot of times it isn't really the name. It's because I like the item, okay? So, let's check this out. I'm going to go right here under the threads, and then as you can see here, they have the polyester thread, and then right here I am looking under the 60. As you can see right here, it says Madeira polyester 60 weight. Okay, so when if you look over here under the 60 weight, you're going to see that they do have an enormous amount of different colors that you can choose from. Definitely this is more than 20, right? So, which I'm like, okay, well then that's pretty cool. However, though, one of the things that I do want to point out is if you look, the price, and this price is still reasonable, is $5.50. So I'm like, $5.50 is not bad. However, I do want you to look at the very top line here. These spools only come in 1,640 yards, okay? Compared to what we just saw in the other website, which is, what was it? Let's see. Let's go over there real quick and let's see. It's 5,500 yards, okay? So, to me, this is what I know I'm going to be doing moving forward. If there is a color, one of these 20 colors that I need, like, and if you really look at all these colors, if I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to go a little slow so we can take a look at them together, you can see that a lot of these colors are really like the basic colors that people usually use, like the black, the dark gray, the white, the beige. Here's a light blue, here's the green, the orange, the pink. Little burgundy right there, navy, well, it says Pacific, but it looks like a navy blue, right? Dark brown and stuff. So these, maroon, they call it maroon, but I'm sure they have a dark brown. I think we probably passed it and stuff. I mean, I would be shocked. There you go. Well, they call it monogamy. Or here's chocolate. Yeah, chocolate. There you go. Dark brown. Okay. So as you can see, for these, then this is what I think. And please let me know if I am missing something, because remember, I want to do this like we're shopping together, okay? So that we could kind of like learn from each other on what is the best way to shop for certain things, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something. This brand of embroidery files, okay? Embroidery threads is not a bad brand. They're very, very good. I've used them in the past, and they because they sent me some samples and they work really, really well. So to me, I'm like, this is really worth it if you need any of these colors. If you're looking for a black or a brown or any of these 20 colors that they have, I personally would be buying from them, okay? However, though, the thing is that they don't have too much of a, do you have this? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, package. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. It's a customer. I have a customer and stuff because I have all these local orders, and people always dropping packages off in front of my front porch because I do all the embroidery for them and stuff. So anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, if you guys see that I missed something, okay, then just share. Or if you know of a better way of buying something cheaper and stuff, then let me know, okay? So for me, okay, if I need any of these basic colors, I would go to Hab plus dash, and I would buy these spools because you are getting a lot more thread for $10, okay? As if I went and I got the Madeira thread, and you look at this, I mean, think about it. This isn't even close to not even half of 5,540 yards, okay? I mean, I think this is probably maybe, I don't know, 2/3 of it or something like, no, not even 2/3. I mean, it's probably a quarter of it or something like that, right? So, but if you need a specific color to be in the 60 weight, okay, like if you're working on a logo and it calls for certain colors, then I would say, hey, yeah, I would get it from All Stitch, and I would get this thread. And if you really think about it, because this is how I see it, there's only certain colors that I am going to be using a lot with the 60 weight thread. Only certain colors, okay, not a lot. All right, so especially like the black, the white, and everything like that. if there is a certain color that I need for a specific logo, chances are I'm not really going to need it for that. I don't need 5,000 yards of it either. So why spend $10 if I can just get 1,600 yards for $5.50? You know what I'm saying? So, you just have, to me, you got to think about it. Okay. You just got to think about how to do that and stuff like that. So anyway, but let me check the chat and see what you guys think about that. To me, okay. I see Juanita put something. To me, it depends how often I will use them. Yes, I prefer to get the small spools and have more options and colors because I don't do too many logos. Yes, and Juanita, I totally agree with you. And, because the thing is, I do a lot of logos, but the thing is, a lot of the logos that I do for the chest, a lot of times they're very basic colors, and a lot of times people, what they're asking for is really just the wording, like their company name, their phone number, and very seldom do I get a customer that wants a particular design, right? Where it has to have like a certain type of red or blue and stuff like that. So, but to have 5,000 spools of the color black and white, to me, I think it's worth it because it's a color that I'm always going to frequently use, so I know that that's going to last and stuff. Let me scroll because I do see that there is a lot of questions up on the chat, and I want to make sure because I might be skipping some of them. Hey Leslie, how are you? Hey Newman, how you doing? Hey Miss Banks, how are you? Hey Eartha, hey Pretty Eyes. Let's see. Let's see. I got the basic 60 weight colors from All Stitch. The white, gold, red in the small spools to start. Yes, and that's what I have too. I have a little bag, and usually, it's just the basic colors, and I usually just order them as I need them and stuff, but sometimes I like to get my orders out in a hurry, so I kind of always look for the more popular colors. So I was looking to see if I could buy like a small set of the 60 weight threads, because I was like, I'll buy a small set. But I was kind of like in the limbo about that too, because I was thinking sometimes when you do buy a set of embroidery threads, you can run into the possibility of having a color or two that you never touched, right? So I'm like, I really don't want to buy something I'm not going to use it. Like when I first started embroidering, I used sim thread, and I bought the 63 colors. Now, amazingly enough, but I have been embroidering now for, I think, over 4 years, something like that. And I have done a lot of work locally and for customers online. And, amazingly enough, I have used all of those spools. Every single color on that set I have touched. And I have like none that are unopened. I've actually had to go out and buy a new box of the 63 colors. And then I've actually had to go out and buy, and I've also bought embroidery, like the nanny threads. I bought a big box of 240 colors. And those, you'd be amazed. I have, you have customers that come in and they are looking for a particular type of red. And sometimes it's not the red that comes in the 63 set, and they found it in the thread nanny set of 240 threads that I have. And sometimes when I showed them the scorecards that I have, they'll pick a red from there, which is probably a brother reed or broth reed, bro reed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or the sim threads, or the Madeira, right? Or I show them these for the Madeira. So sometimes, you'd be surprised, you may think you know what a customer wants, but when you show them the colors and they see all the different spools and stuff, you'll be surprised sometimes they actually pick something that you probably wouldn't have picked, So, my whole thing was I just wanted to see if I could get a little bit more colors in my collection. But when I looked at Hab plus Dash, I see they only have 20, which is fine. But at least I know that those basic colors, if I need them, like right now I really don't, because I already have the 60 weight thread for the white and the black. But if I start to run out, I am going to get them from there, from Habdash, for the simple reason that I know that I can get a bigger spool and that will last me longer. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just something. So I really wanted to show you guys this, because something that a lot of people don't pay attention to when they're buying embroidery thread is the yardage of thread that you are getting for that price. I myself have been guilty of that. There have been times when I look at embroidery thread, and as a matter of fact, let's go over here and let's do a search on Amazon, just so you guys can see what I am talking about. Okay. Sim thread embroidery threads. Okay. Let's take a look at this so that we can talk about when we're buying the sets, right? This is the set that I started with. Now I ain't gonna lie to you guys, okay? These prices are like, it's like, wow. Everything is going up. Everything is going up. That's why I was like, all right, let me just spend this hour so that we can go through websites together and talk about these prices and how to get the best bang for our buck, because everything is going up but our checks, right? All right, so let's take a look at this right here. Now, as you can see where I have my mouse right now, we have this set right here. It says 63 and it's for $49.99. Looks like a pretty set. Now, the thing is too is I want you guys to look over here. Right next to it, you have a sim thread that's 120 colors, right? And it's $73.99. But I want you guys to pay attention to one thing, the yardage, okay? That is a thing that I want to emphasize to you guys. This is only 550 yards, okay? Sometimes when you click on these things, you need to read the yardage. Like, let me see. If I was to just get this box. Yep, see, this is 550 yards. I have gotten some where it was 1,100 yards, okay, on a little spool. So pay attention to the yardage when you are buying thread, okay, and looking at that price. And the other thing too, look right here. It says, what is that? First time subscribe and save order, 15%. Okay, well, if you click on that, you get 15%. And then I think the way this works is if you go in here, I think it's 15%, and then I think you get 10% off all the time. But my whole thing about subscribe and save is, are you really going to use, are you really going to need a whole brand new box of embroidery thread every 3 months? That's the thing. And to me, no, I don't think so. Because if I am buying a particular color every 3 months, I need to stop buying these small embroidery spools and I need to go for the big combs. That's just how I feel about it. Because I've done that because and that is something that I always tell people. When you are starting out, buy your first kit and then you start to embroider and start replacing the small combs with big combs as they start to run out, as the colors that you're using start to run out, okay? Those are the ones that you replace with the big combs. So that's how I do it, and it seems to work for me. But that was just something that I just wanted to show you guys. And then see, like right here is sim thread. They have these color packs also. I don't know if 5,000 M is the same thing as 5,000 yards. I think it is. I think so, because it seems to have said that on the other one, okay? But this is not a bad price either. $22 for 4 of the big combs. That's not a bad price. But I remember Miss Banks me and her were talking, and she said Brother Reed now has the big combs, remember? And I looked it up, and sure enough, they did. And these are the big combs that you get from Brother Reed. See? Same thread, but they're big. And you know, they're worth the money. They really are. The big combs are worth the money to me. You know, first of all, the last thing you want to do is to, you know, I mean, well, all of us, you know, the last thing you want to do is to be in the middle of a project and then all of a sudden you ran out of thread. And then you don't have the same color thread. So you can continue embroidering. That sucks, okay? So, and trust me, I know it happened to me once. And it will never, ever happen to me again. That's for sure. So, you know, that's why I like the big combs, because as soon as I start to see that the big combs start to get skinny, I just go ahead and I order another one, so that way I can go ahead and oh, I got the small chair. That's why this is uncomfortable. I need the other chair. What? That's okay. You know, that's how I usually do it. I wait for the big combs to start getting real skinny, and then I'll order. But I always have an extra in the shop and stuff, because like I said, you only need to make a mistake once for me, and then I'm done. Okay, so that's usually how I do it with the with this. Let me go back here and let me go stop screaming, and I'm going to go down. I want to see what you guys think about what I just showed you, because if you know, I don't know everything, right? You know, I'm only sharing what I'm finding out and stuff. And if you guys have experience with something, that let me know, okay? Hey Leslie. Oh, my All Stitch. Yeah, you know, whenever I order from All Stitch, I get those really, really quick as well. Hey Iris, have a question. When you apply for LLC, is there a limited time? Do you have to reapply annually, or is this a one-time deal? I have only applied for my LLC once, but I do have to pay annually to the state of Virginia a commission fee. So, and the commission fee isn't much. I think how much did I pay? I think it's like $50 every year. And you got to remember too, whatever you pay for your LLC and any type of commission fees that you have to pay for your state, or anything related to your expenses on your business, that is all written off on your taxes, okay? So one of the things that I really recommend is that when you are starting a business and you create your LLC, make sure that you are very, very disciplined in keeping track of all the money that is going out and all the money that's going in your business. Everything that you are spending, make sure that you save those receipts. I like to use QuickBooks, because QuickBooks, what it does is I get to upload all the receipts in QuickBooks. And then at the end of the year, there is a feature where you can export a report of all of your receipts. And then what I usually do is when we file our taxes, then I will go ahead and I export all the receipts, and then I put it together with our tax papers, and I just file it in the cabinet. So that way, in case, you know, Uncle Sam wants to get kind of funky and say, hey, we're going to audit you, I'd be like, okay, come on over. Here's the receipts, you know. So you don't want, I like to keep everything straight, okay? So, yeah, so the LLC, what I did, Iris, was I just went on LegalZoom.com. Now, when you go to LegalZoom.com, too, they always try to, like, sell you all this stuff, you know. Just get the LLC. The LLC, I think it cost me about, like, I think it was like $75 or something like that, but it's been a while. Just get that, and then, you know, once you have the LLC, they're going to send you a certificate of your business. And then what I did with Dash was I just emailed them a copy of it, and then I got my account. So yeah, so I think I gave you a lot right there. Simple question, all that stuff. To me, it all depends. Oh, okay, we already talked about that. Okay. Oh, I'm behind. Hey Annette, how are you? I'm new. What would you use the 60 on when you're doing embroidery? Okay, Annette, when you are embroidering very small fonts, like on logos and stuff, you know, when you see people like they walk around with shirts, right? And they have like these little logos, and then they'll have like their phone numbers and stuff. But the phone numbers, the numbers and the letters are like really, really small, right? So the reason why you want to use a 60 weight thread is because the thread is extremely thin, and you want to use it with a 65/9 needle, because the 65/9 needle will puncture a very small hole in your fabric. So remember, you're embroidering very small letters. So the smaller the needle, and the smaller the thread, the thinner the thread, the more cleaner and crisper it'll look. Something fun that you can try to do if you want is take a number, right? Embroider it with a 75/11 needle with a 40 weight thread. See how that number comes out, how it looks, right? Then take the same embroidery file and use a 65/9 needle with a 60 weight thread and embroider that. And trust me, you're going to see the difference, because you're going to notice that the 40 weight thread is a lot thicker, and it kind of looks, it'll look okay, but to give it a really clean, crisp look, you really want to try to use a 60 weight thread. Trust me, I learned the hard way. Let me see. Is the habdash quality just as good? Yes, Angela, it is just as good. I have tried them, and I've never had an issue with any of their threads and stuff. Hey Ollie, my all stitch is showing 60 weight Madeira thread at $5.50. Yeah, and that's how much 60 weight Madeira threads is. It's at $5.50. Now, if you saw on the other website that I showed, the Hab Plus Dash, the 60 weight was at $9.75, but it was over 5,000 square feet. So yeah, quality. Yes, Angela, I knew what you were meaning, but it is very good. Hey Pam B, how are you? You have to renew it annually? Well, maybe they're renewing mine automatically, Cheryl, because I'm going to have to check then. Thank you for letting me know. But I applied for my LLC. Maybe that's what I'm paying. The commission fee is probably, that's what it is. That's probably what I'm doing, because I get a bill of, I think it's $50 every year. So maybe it's $75 to start it, and then it's $50 and stuff. I'm asking because my daughter lives in Arizona, and she got LLC, and she doesn't have to reapply for it. Yeah, I have my LLC, and I have not reapplied for my LLC. I have to pay commission tax for it, though. Every year I get a bill from the state of Virginia, but maybe that is the renewal of the LLC and stuff. Has anyone checked out Sew Yet Brothers here on YouTube for good deals on fabric or sewing set? No, Judy, I have not, and I'm going to write that down because I do have to check them out, because you know me, I'm always looking for a good deal and stuff. So yeah, if you know, and like I said, if you guys know of anything, you know, oh look, it says Marla says she's bought. They are Fun Guys, family owned. Oh, LLC is expensive. Oh, it is? Oh, well, yeah, mine was, I went to LegalZoom. I used LegalZoom, and I think I paid about like $75, something like that. Yeah. Thank you, Juanita. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you guys like the information that I've been sharing so far. And we're not done yet, okay? Because I'm going to be sharing the screen again, because I want to talk to you guys about blanks too, and all that kind of stuff and everything, all right? So, and let me see, what time is it? Ooh, okay, it's already like a half hour in, all right? So I do want to touch base on blanks and show you guys stuff. But I just wanted to see if you guys had any questions and stuff $200 every year. Wow, I guess everybody's got different fees and stuff. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you guys is that I think is important is the blanks. Okay. I wanted to show you guys blanks because, as you guys know, I have been I sometimes have quilts for sale that are blank on my shop. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you there are two ways that you can buy quilts. Okay. If you want, you can buy them as you need them. Okay. And if you buy them as you need them, it can get a little pricey. However, though, if you do buy them in larger quantities, it can get a little cheaper. However, there's a downside to that too. The downside could be that maybe you don't need that much, which is why, like, I buy the large quantities, and then what I'll do is I'll just take a handful that I want to keep in stock for myself. So that way I can make my own embroidery items to sell and stuff like that. And then I will sell off the blanks to those that need them. Okay. Now, I know that some folks ask about the quilted heirloom blankets. And I'm going to share my screen because I want to... okay, hold on. I'm going to share my screen again. Here we go. And I'm going to show you guys a website that I go to, dhgate.com. All right. This is a website that I go to. And let me put this here. All right. I want to show you something, okay? Yeah, it's okay. All right, because I go to this website all the time. All right. And, yep, I'm making sure that you guys can see. These are popular. You guys always ask me about these. Bingo. All right. Now, you see these blanks that everybody's like going crazy over, okay? That everybody's like, oh, I want these quilted baby blankets, okay? Now, look at these. This is where you can buy them in bulk, okay? You know, I'm always going to have my blanks out there if you only need one or two. But if you want to make these as a business, I strongly recommend don't get them from me. Get them from here. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this, and I'm trying to show you guys right here. Look at right here. I'm going to open this one up. All right. Now, this is the only thing that I say is the downside, okay? As you can see, this is how much one costs if you're buying less than 100, right? Or 100 up to 100. If you get up to if you're over 200, you're paying 17. If you buy 500, then you're going to pay $10.91 per blanket. So that kind of like tells you guys, like, I sometimes have my blankets out there for $14.99. I just like to sell them 2 in a pack. The reason why I do that is because that way I don't have to pay for the shipping, because if I sell more than 2, that, you know how Etsy runs, it's like over $35, then I have to cough up the shipping, right? So what's going to happen is, you know, I usually try to buy them at like 500 at a time, right? But then what ends up happening is if I sell them for $15 each, right? And I have to ship it, right? And I have to eat up the shipping costs, then basically I'm selling these blankets at a loss, right? So I'm already like trying to sell them as the minimum price I possibly can. Now, once in a while, I do help a person out, you know, they reach out and stuff like that, because my whole thing is not really to make a profit off of these blankets. It's just that I don't want to pay $20 for these blankets, because I'm going to show you another thing now. Let's go over here. And I'm going to go to Amazon and look at how much they're selling these for. Baby heirloom blanket. Here you go. Here are the blankets. And this is how much they want for one. And I don't blame them because, as you can see, they cost money, okay? This is the blanket. Look, $24.99 for one blanket, okay? You can get it from here for $19.99. One blanket, 20 bucks. To me, that's still a lot. Here's another person that's selling those blankets right here on Amazon. And then right here. See, as you can see, they are averaging about $20 to $25 one blanket. Okay? And it's the same blanket. This is the exact same blanket as you can see right here. Okay? Right here on dhgate.com. The exact same blanket. Nothing different. Okay? They have the different colors and stuff. And then the thing is, there's different vendors that have these blankets. So, just go around like right here. I always look around and then look right here. This is a little better. Their pricing is a little better here. Okay? They're saying that anything 100 pieces, up to 100 pieces is $10.53 for one, right? But you have to buy a minimum of 100 pieces. That to me is not bad. That is not bad. Okay. Now, however, though, you get a bigger discount if you buy 10,000 pieces or more. But the thing is, I'm not gonna buy 10,000 pieces or more. I don't have a warehouse, and I'm not gonna turn my home into a warehouse. No. My family, I'm not doing that to my family. I'm just not. Okay, this is our home. So I do buy from bulk, and I do have a place where I can stash them down there, but I do it in a reasonable way, because I don't like to upset my family, because this is their home. That's just me. That's just how I am. So, but I just wanted to share this with you. Now, another thing about this website, if you're looking for baby items like baby shirts and stuff, let me see. Kids white shirts. Okay. All right. Doesn't look like. Well, they got a bunch of shirts, but I'm sure that if we keep searching, that's one thing. Their search engine is not exactly the friendliest. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of this spring stuff that they're selling. Or let's see. Okay, let me try this other thing. Let's try girls puff sleeve shirt, because I know those are like real popular with the shirts. Everybody likes to embroider those shirts. Okay, let me see. You can probably find them here. I don't see them right here, but I'm sure you can find them. I'm sure I probably just have to search the right place and find them. Oh, here's kids and maternity. Girls clothing. Oh, these are cute shirts. These are cute. I like those. Those are cute. But they got cute little shirts that you can get, and you can sell them, embroider them. Okay, I don't really see the ones. Look at those shirts again. Those are cute. I like those. Is that a real girl? I don't know. It looks like a doll. Like they have like a human doll or something. Looks like these shirts are pretty popular. A lot of vendors are getting them. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you this site because I know a lot of people were asking about the, let me remove that. A lot of people were asking about those blankets and stuff like that. And I just wanted to show you guys. Hey, Mello, how are you? Mello just stopped by. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? He's upset because we got him a swimming pool in the backyard, and it was nice and hot. But yesterday it was rainy. I was gonna say snowing. It was raining, and we had the swimming pool covered, so he's mad. Are you still mad? You are. Okay. He's mad. He's mad. But it's gonna hopefully it'll be nice and sunny this weekend, and you can swim. Okay. All right, guys. So so I just wanted to show you guys that, okay, and stuff like that. Now let me see if you guys have any other questions about what I just showed you guys on that, okay? Because I really, my thing is I like to share information. Like some people are kind of like, oh, you're giving away your resources. Well, you know what? That's what this channel's about. I mean, that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I like to help people and stuff like that. So, oh, you guys still talk about that LLC in here? I see. Okay. I didn't know that you need a different weight thread until Jeanette did her handkerchiefs. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. And yes, and the 40 weight looked a lot thicker. The lettering looked a lot thicker on that than when I did the 60 weight. Then the 60 weight looked much cleaner. Looked really, really good. Yeah, so okay. Let me see. Let's see. Does anybody have questions about the quilts and stuff like that and that website that I showed you? And this is the other thing too. Okay. Now there is a difference between I like the dhgate.com website for the simple reason that they do the free shipping. Okay. So I've looked at those other ones that are, I think it's called Abba and AliExpress. They have the shirts, the white shirts and everything like that. However, though, I think that you have to also not just pay for the item, but you also have to pay for shipping as well. So you have to make sure that you calculate all that in so that you can see how much each shirt is actually going to cost you. Because the last thing that you want to do is to overpay for a shirt when you could have just went to one of those blank boutique shops and got the shirt for like, maybe $5-6. I don't know how much they're going for. I think they're going maybe $6.50. I'm not sure. But the thing is, you want to be able to pay below what they're asking you to pay, right? Because and the thing is too is you got to remember too, it's like I said, it's the inventory, right? Do you really want all these shirts, right? Like I went to what was it? I think it's called ARK or ARK blank, something like that. And I bought just 2 shirts from every size of the kids, right? Because sometimes what happens is, a lot of my friends have little grandkids and stuff like that. So what I do is I'm kind of like, hey, I can make them a birthday shirt. I can make them a cute little gift shirt, right? So I use that to create shirts for them, right? And then once in a while, if I have a cute design, because I made it for somebody, I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it on my Etsy shop just so that, if somebody wants it, I can make it for them. But like I said, I'm just not a shirt person because of the inventory. That's the thing that concerns me, which is why I am so attracted to the kitchen towels and the dinner napkins, because I feel that you can have better control of the inventory, especially when you only offer first, it only comes in one size, right? Kitchen towel is a kitchen towel. I always get the same brand. It always has the same size. I can put a bunch of different designs on a kitchen towel. I only offer 2 colors, which is the white and the ivory. I don't carry the other colors, and I'm not going to either, because the thing is, how many people are going to want a green? How many people are going to want a purple? How many people are going to want a red? You're not going to find that many. However, though, the white and the ivory are pretty popular, and I do seem to be very successful with those 2 colors. So my thing is, I'm okay with that, okay? And then, the dinner napkins, you could I just buy like 1 pack of each color, and I just keep them here, so that way when I have an order, I can just grab that pack and border it, and then I'll just go and I'll order another pack just to keep it in stock. And the reason why I like to just have that in stock is because sometimes, depending on the order that I get, sometimes it can be a set of 4 napkins, or 6 or 12. I have had people come to me and say, hey, I want 20 napkins or 30, for a wedding or whatever. But a lot of times when in those situations, I have one pack here, and those are usually local sales that I get, because I don't do the huge amount of the dinner napkins on Etsy. But people have reached out, but when I tell them the price, and I don't hear from them anymore, so I'm kind of like, okay. But the people locally, okay, when I do the dinner napkins, I'll have the sample here, and then when I have the sample here, then what I'll do is I'll show them the dinner napkins so they could just touch and feel it. They know the quality, right? If they don't like that type of dinner napkin that they want for their party, if they want to try another brand, they can go out and they can get the dinner napkins. But my stipulation has always been, if I am going to embroider on something that you're going to bring to me, I need to know where you got it from, because accidents happen, okay? And if accidents happen, I need to replace it. I always replace it out of my own pocket. I don't just go look at the customer and go, oops, messed up, sucks to be you. I don't do that. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. It's my fault, okay? So it's a learning experience. So in those situations, when I take a customer's product and I embroider it, if I mess up, I replace it. But the thing is, I always let the customer know when they bring me this stuff. I go, okay, it looks good. I just need to know where you got it, just in case something happens, so that I can replace it. And they're good with that, and they're okay with that and stuff, but when it comes to the dinner napkins and stuff like that, I usually have the customers go and they buy all the dinner napkins. I even tell them in advance, could you please try to get at least 5 extra, so in case there's a mistake, if there isn't, then you can take those 5 extras and you can return them to get your money back, because we didn't need them. I usually will do something like that, especially if they're asking for dinner napkins for an event, okay? And in events, when I do the dinner napkins, there's usually about, the most I've done was like 85 of them. And that was rough. Let me tell you, that was rough. I was tired of those napkins. I was like, and it was a wedding, and it was like, and I think, what was it? I did it in about 2 weeks. I did it in 2 weeks because I could not go. I got tired. Okay, so what I would do is I would make about like 10 a day, because as long, while I was doing my dinner napkins, I also had other orders. Okay, so that's the other thing. When you have big orders like that, that are huge quantity, you have to think about that. You also have other orders that are coming in, and you don't want to like come out and tell the other folks that only have one item, you gotta wait next month or something like that. I just don't. So usually what I'll do is I'll just break it up, so that way I have room to work on other orders while I'm working on the big orders and stuff. So but I really wanted to show you guys that wholesale website, because it is really, really good. So I know that a lot of folks are into the baby items, and you can buy baby onesies from there too. Okay, that's another thing. I usually get mine from Kohl's, and I get them when they're on sale, and I get a coupon and all that kind of stuff. So they're pretty inexpensive. They're not that expensive, right? But if you have an Etsy shop or a business where all you do is sell baby items, right? And you're really hot on the baby onesies, and they're selling like hotcakes and all that kind of stuff, I would look into that. I would look to see, could you get the onesies from that website and buy them wholesale? Because why pay $2 or $2.50, for one onesie, when you can go and you can buy like 50 of them, and you're only paying $1.50 each. You know, you got to remember, you know, I mean, and the qualities are good. The qualities are really good. You can even, you know, you could even contact some of these vendors and you can say, hey, I want to buy a sample. You know, and it's not a bad idea to buy a sample. Now, some people don't like buying the samples because they're like, oh, I'm going to pay $10 for one thing. Well, you know what? I'd rather pay $10. You send me the sample, and that way I know right then and there, oh, no, this is too thin. This isn't going to embroider correctly. This is not the type of material that I want. Then to spend $500, and then they ship me a whole bunch of onesies, and then you're looking at all these onesies, and they're all too thin, and you can't do anything with them. So, just something to think about. Because you got to remember, too, when you're running a business, those are expenses that you write in your taxes, too. So, you know. Let's see what else we got there. Hey, Z, how are you? Taking a break from Etsy. Pay the renewal fee. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm paying for. Okay, when be-in and the pillow to go with them. Hey, Black Doll. Okay, I do have some pillows in stock. I ordered them. They came in. My heirloom blankets should be coming in probably at the end of this month. I do have some on hand, but I can't sell those because those are mine. Those are mine because if I get an order or I need to embroider, then I don't have any. So I can't really like sell out completely, okay? But I will sell some to you guys if you have an emergency situation, okay? But I do have the pillows. The pillows did come in. Oh, and they are, do I have them up here? I think, no, I don't. I have them downstairs. Yeah, I have them downstairs. I do have the pillows. The pillows did come in, and I was thinking that maybe I could sell them as a set, you know, of blanks, where people can buy the blanket together with the pillow so they can embroider both of them, and you know, they can gift it as a set. Yeah, I am getting some Black Doll, so don't worry, I will definitely post it on the Facebook page when I get them. A meter equals, so when you buy 500, you get a little more than 500 yards. Oh, thanks, Eartha. Yep, okay, yeah, so all right. Cool. Yeah, because I was kind of equating the 5,000 meter with 5,000 yards, but it's actually a little more than 5,000. Okay, got it. Hey, Marlene. Got my blankets today. Let's see. Let me see. Love my blankets. They sell for $14.99. Saw it today. Yeah, and see, and that's the thing. Yeah, 14, and that's how much I sell, Angela. That's how much I sell mine on Etsy as well, and stuff. I think that is the cheapest that you can find those baby heirloom blankets at. If you I lost my train of thought. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you only need one, I tell people don't pay more than $14.99. People on Etsy are selling them for the blanks for $14.99. I would stay away from the Amazon because as you saw, they are selling them for $19.99, even $24. But you know, as me as a seller, I understand their pricing, okay? Because you got to remember, you know, first of all, they had to buy the whole thing in bulk, right? So that's a lot of money that you got to put up front. And then you get all this inventory that all comes in your house. You got to unpackage all that stuff. Then you have to list it. And then you got to remember, just like Etsy and everywhere else, they're going to take their cut of the sale. Okay, so, you know, when you are paying $14.99 for that blanket, Okay, me as the seller, I don't get $14.99. Okay, I'm actually probably getting the same amount of money that I paid for when I bought it overseas. Okay, because you got to remember, you know, there's a listing fee, then there's a transaction fee, then Etsy takes their 6%. Okay, so by the time you get to the net, it's really a wash. Okay, it's really a wash for me, which is why I don't like to sell the blankets more than two, because then what happens is, if I sell, if the sale is $35 or more, then of course the package is going to be heavier, so the shipping is going to cost more, and the shipping isn't does not, the customer doesn't pay the shipping, you pay the shipping. So if I pay the shipping, then guess what? And that means, then what am I selling the blankets for? That means I'm losing money. I'm not even getting all my money back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even getting the money back. So that's, that's just something to be worried about and stuff. So, a lot of times I buy them in bulk, but I try to buy the bulk where it's not so much overwhelming. Because I do sell them, and these blankets do sell very, very, very well. I am telling you, if you guys go to a church and they do the baptism, and you have all white, and you can embroider the baby's name with with the cross and the day of their baptism or something like that. That sells. I mean, people will pay. And then if you have because that's what I usually sell, and I sell a lot of those locally. Okay, because there's a church by here, and people are like, oh, baptism ceremony. It's like, oh, I need a blanket, and I'm making the blankets, and then newborns, baby showers, they sell. They really, really, really sell. I mean, and there's just so much you can do with those blankets. And there are so many different ideas you can use with those blankets too. Remember, I made a family heirloom blanket for my mom, and she fell in love. That thing is on her bed every day. Okay, so it's not just for babies. And Mello has his own quilted blanket as well, okay, that I embroidered with his name on it on the side. So there's just so many things you can do with these blankets. And this is another thing too. If you are embroidering on these blankets and you make a boo-boo on these blankets, don't throw the blanket away. That is a lot of material. It's quilted. Cut out the piece that you messed up on. Take the fabric that is left, okay? You have an embroidery / sewing machine, especially those of you guys that have an SC1900. Make a purse, make a box pouch, make a coin cases out of that. It's quilted. It already has the batting inside. It's already quilted. All you have to do is just sew a zipper on and stuff like that, and you can make different things with it, okay? Make a basket out of it, okay? Don't just, don't get upset and just throw the blanket out. There's so many things you can do with it. So just hint, idea, and stuff. So, just to, share and stuff. Do you ever buy the linen blank napkins on, no, Barb, I have not. That I haven't. The reason why I haven't is because the linen blankets that I use, for the handkerchiefs, right? They're very inexpensive. You can buy a 12 pack, okay? And they're $12.99. So those to me are really, really inexpensive, okay? So to me, it's really not worth it, I mean, I get the free shipping with Amazon Prime and stuff like that. So for the linen, no. And then the dinner napkins, I don't really find the dinner napkins to be too pricey, where I have to do the bulk, okay? Now with the wholesale place, it's the baby blankets. And a bunch of shirts, that I'll go in. Now the towels, I am going to start looking into it, because I notice everything is going up in price, especially I noticed the towels. Now, I have been pretty fortunate because um, during the Christmas time, I started to run out on the towels, right? When I started embroidering the towels and everything. And I started to run really low. And then when I went on Amazon, I could not find any ivory towels. And I was like, what the heck? All right. So I'm like looking everywhere and I could not find them. I even tried to reach out to the company because I was like, hey, I'll drive out there, because I think they were in like North Carolina or something like that. I was like, I will get in my car and I will drive out there and get those kitchen towels. They were out. They were totally out. So I was like, okay, that'll be the last time that ever happens, right? So when they stocked up, I went and I bought a lot. I mean, I really stocked up very well on my kitchen towel. So I have kitchen towels stocked up in here. I unfortunately have in Cardito's room, which I have to get out because he keeps giving me the eye. Okay, because he's home from college right now. So I gotta get those out. I even have them in my basement. So I have stocked up so well, so that way through this whole year and including Christmas, I'm hoping that I have enough in stock. If I don't, then that means, wow, I've been really selling well. Okay, my sales have really increased, which I keep a spreadsheet. I have had my shop open now for 4 years, and so far this whole year, I have topped all my sales for every month that I've had all the previous years. So I'm pretty shocked at how well my shop is doing. So I'm kind of like, wow, this is like pretty interesting. The sales have really grown. So I am gonna start looking to see where else can I get these kitchen towels, because I need to really make sure that I find a place where I can get really good pricing and stuff like that. Let's see. Are there other questions in there? Mellow people saying hi to you. Okay, he's asleep right now. See? There he is. See? Lazy dog. Very lazy. He's mad. He wants his pool. He really does. And stuff. Hey, Amber. How you doing? Robin. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Joan. Everybody loves you, Mellow. Everybody loves you. Yes. Look at that. He's turning around. Everybody loves you, Mellow. Oh, you're so conceited. Oh, look at you. I tell you. That dog, he's got everybody in this house wrapped around his finger and stuff. Let's see. Let's see. It's best to stay neutral. Yep. Let's see. Don't forget to like the video. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Hope you do like the video. Hey, Kate. Not sure how much I have missed and stuff. You can always watch the replay, okay? But you did miss some good stuff, because I went to show you guys about buying embroidery thread real cheap, and also how to get those heirloom blankets at a cheaper price if you can. Oh, I didn't realize you sell. Yes, Angela, I do have them on. I don't have them on my Etsy shop right now. But I do sell the blanks, and the reason why I sell them is because I really don't need that much. But I did have a hard time paying $24 for one blanket. So what did I do? I paid about like $10 for like 500 blankets. So I have them here, and the thing is, they do go kind of fast and stuff. So what I try to do is I like I said, I keep some for me, because I know that they're gonna be selling locally and stuff like that. But the thing is, I don't want, I kind of look at it as, well, let me help other people out to try to get them at a decent price too. That's how I kind of look at it and stuff. Let's see, what type of needle is best for embroidery, or does it depend on the material? Okay. Hey, Gia. Okay. Now, As for the type of needle, it depends on what you are doing, okay? Now, if you are embroidering a regular design, right, that is medium size, a 40, a 7511 is good. Also, oh wait, hold on, I'm over here thinking about thread. Scratch that, Gina. Let me start again. Talking about needles, okay? This is what I highly recommend you do. Well, this is a rule of thumb. This is something to help you out. If you are embroidering on stretchy fabric, like clothes and stuff like that, ballpoint. Always use a ballpoint, okay? Also, if you're using a 40 weight thread, that's when you use 7511. If you are embroidering something that is very, very small, like small fonts, right? That is when you're going to use a needle that's a size of a 65-9. Now, I'm going to type something in the chat, and this is something that's going to help you a lot, okay? I have been having this article for like about a year, okay? I'm going to show it to you guys again. Okay, it's called Fabrics 101 Stabilizer and Design Guide. Okay, and I'll type this in the chat. Fabrics 101 Stabilizer and Design Guide. Okay, if you guys search for that, I put that in there, you're going to get an article, and what it's going to do is it's going to print this out. Gina, this will help you tremendously, because what it's going to do is it has a column with fabric, stabilizers, the type of design, and the needle. If you look at this, it will help you decide what is it that you need to use, okay? So like, let's say somebody comes to you with cotton fabric, right? So you will look in here and say, okay, I have cotton fabric, and then what you're going to do, where's my cotton fabric? I know I got cotton in here somewhere. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Okay, maybe it's because I'm live and now I'm not seeing it. It's in here, trust me. I know it is. There's no cotton? Alright, maybe there's something wrong with my glasses or something. Let me see. Move this down. Okay. Wow, there is no cotton. All right, so scratch that. All right, so let's not say cotton then, okay? Let's say you're doing denim. Okay, there we go, denim, all right? Somebody gave you a pair of jeans or a jean jacket, and they said, hey, I want you to embroider my jean jacket, put my name on the back or something like that. Okay, so what do you need to use? Right here it says use cutaway, which is true. If you are embroidering clothes and stuff like that, always use cutaway. Do not use tearaway. People use tearaway all the time. It drives me crazy because I tell them, okay, you could use the tearaway, but the moment you wash that sucker, forget about it. It's gonna come out and it's gonna be all crunched up, okay? Because remember, tearaway stabilizes, dissolves in the water, and you are washing clothes a lot. Tearaway. I mean, you use cutaway. Cutaway for stuff that you wear, okay? So, denim, you wear denim. You wear it, you're going to wash it, right? It's cutaway, okay? Any type of design, it could be densed or whatever. It says use a 7511 sharp needle, okay? So, it'll actually tell you what needle to use, okay? And stuff. So, I cannot believe, I'm still stunned. There's no cotton. There's no cotton. It's got to be in here somewhere. It's got to be hidden in maybe a parenthesis or something, and I'm just not seeing it. That is like wild. There it is. Okay, they had it. It's called Quilter's cotton. Okay, so yeah, I had to look under Q. Okay, Quilter's cotton. Cutaway. Choose designs of low to medium complexity. 7511 sharp needle. Now, why would it be a 7511 sharp needle in cotton? Cotton doesn't stretch. Okay? Cotton doesn't stretch. If you have cotton, it doesn't stretch. Like this. This is not cotton. This is like, that I'm going to embroider. This is like, what is this? Like polyester or something like that. But see, look, there's no There's no give. This doesn't stretch, right? So this, I could use a sharp needle with this, okay? All right? So this is fine. However, though, if I was embroidering this shirt that I'm wearing, right, this stretches. See? There's a stretch in here, okay? So you don't want to use a sharp. You want ballpoint. Now, ballpoint, what it does is it glides between the fibers of your shirt. It won't cut it or anything like that, okay? It just glides between the fiber. So that's why, okay? And you want cutaway because, of course, I'm going to be washing this a lot, okay? So I hope that that helps. Let's see. Will you please do a video on how you track your receipts on... Oh, yeah, I can do that, Joan. No problem. I can do that. That would be a quickie, too, and stuff. Let me write that down. I can do a QuickBook video. And then show you guys how I manage my stuff and everything like that. I can do that. Let me put receipts in there because I know you want to see the receipt section in there. And then I could also show you guys how I actually do my export of all the receipts, so that way I can file, you know, I keep it in the cabinet with my tax forms and stuff like that, because I'm kind of an oldie and stuff. Hey Judy, how far are you from Hampton? I don't know. I'm in Haymarket, Virginia, so it's kind of like Northern Virginia. I'm like 20, oh no, not 20, I'm like 35 miles away from Washington DC and stuff. Hey Latoya, I purchased 2 blankets from you last month and love them. We'll be ordering more from you. Oh, Latoya, okay, well, don't worry, I will be getting more soon, okay, and I'll make sure to post it on there so that you guys can get them. But like I said, you know, Latoya, if you are like embroidering a whole bunch of them and stuff like that, check out that website that I showed you. Because sometimes, now, the only thing, too, is remember, when you're ordering from these websites, okay, they don't come, like, next week, okay? Sometimes I forget I ordered it, and then I get it, okay? So sometimes you're talking about a month and a half wait, okay, because they're coming from overseas. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, I don't want you to buy from me and stuff like that, but the thing is, I want you to get the best bang for your buck and stuff like that. Thanks, I just downloaded and printed the guide. Oh, you're welcome and stuff. This is very, I'm telling you, this is really, really, really helpful. This really is. This helps me a lot. I have it printed it out, and I keep it right here next to my embroidery machines. And whenever somebody brings me something to embroider and I look at the material, I go straight to that. I go to that guide. And I like to see what their recommendations are. And another thing, too, even looking at that guide, okay, Google. Google is your friend, okay? Like, you know, a lot of times, you know, you have questions like, oh, what needle should I use, or this, that, whatever. Google the question. You would be surprised the articles that'll pop up. And then you can read and you can learn. And you'll end up learning more about the needles that you need to use, the thread. What type of fabrics are good to embroider. And sometimes for fun, right, when I'm like bored, I'll get on my computer and I'll just ask, you know, questions on you know, on Google, and I'll just put like, what are the most common mistakes that people make in machine embroidery? What are the best needles to use for machine embroidery? What are the you know, most complicated issues that people have? You know, like today I googled, you know, what are the most common issues that people have with embroidery machines, right? And they talked about the tension, how people have problems with their tension, right? It also talked about bird's nest, and that's when all your nesting's at the bottom, right? They also mentioned that people have issues with their needles, where needles break, okay? Where the thread breaks while you're embroidering, how they sometimes people have the mistake of using the wrong needle with the wrong weight thread, because you got to remember, needles have, you know, they don't just have the different point. You can have ballpoint, you can have sharp, but you have there's an eye on the needle, right? And the eye is that little hole where the thread goes through. Now, that's a different size too. Okay, so if you look at, if you have a bunch of different needles, like I have back there, well, I'm not going to search for them, but I have 9014, I have 8012, I have 7511, I have 65.9. And if you were to look at them closely, you would see that the eye of the needle is like a different size, right? So, there's different, different purpose for everything. So always, ask those questions. Always, just Google, be curious. I mean, the worst that can happen is you learn something. You just never know, right? So, let's see. Liz in Hampton. She's stationed in the Navy. It's supposed to be induced next Saturday. Oh, that's like so cool, Julie. That's awesome. And so, yeah. So, I mean, it's just something that I do and stuff like that. So, anyway. Oh, we are over an hour and a half and stuff, and I am going to go because I'm going to I'm going to embroider Winston's laundry bag, and I'm gonna videotape this. Okay, I'm gonna videotape this as I do this to show you guys. This is something that we could do on a multi-needle machine and a single needle machine. So don't think because you have a flatbed single needle machine that you can't do this. You can, okay? Because this is big enough where you can move the back to the side and you can place this flat on your machine and you can embroider the name, okay? So, just an idea for those graduates that are out there and all you proud mothers that are sending them out to college and now they have to do their own laundry. You can get them an embroidery laundry bag with their name on it so they don't lose their clothes, So I know Winston's parents are going to get a kick out of this, and stuff. So, and I would make one for Carlito, but he's no longer going to have roommates. He's been pretty lucky. He's going to have his own place next year at VCU. So he doesn't have to share anything with anybody. So, yeah, having roommates can be like, he kind of found that out. So, guys, I am going to call it the night. I hope that the information of some of the sites that I shared with you kind of helped. As I find more information, I'll be sure to keep posting and sharing the stuff on our Facebook group. Because like I said, I really like to share information as I learn it. And also, I find that this information really helps a lot of people out there to do embroidery as well, because, this is a very, very expensive craft. It is not for those that are light in the pocketbook at all. I mean, sometimes, a lot of times people have the misperception. They're like, oh, I got the machine, I'm good. And then once you start embroidering, you find out that it's a world out there. It is a world of so many different tools and things that you need in order to do embroidery that it can really it can really shock somebody. I mean, it can be really stressful, So I really like to always help people to try to get the best bang of their buck, so that way they can do good quality. Question: the baby quilt is used yes, it is used as a baby blanket. Yes, Marlene, people do use them as a baby blanket. They do. Okay, so my whole thing is really to just try to help you guys out, so that way you guys can get what you need with the and get the best bang for your buck and stuff, because we really do need to save money and everything's going up. And I love embroidery and I know you guys love it too. And the last thing, why spend the extra money if you can get good quality stuff at a cheaper price? So anyway, I just wanted to share all that stuff with you guys. So guys, thank you so much for joining me this Friday. I really do look forward to these Fridays. I think they're a lot of fun. And like I said, I learned from you guys the same way. Today I learned about the new website and stuff, which is So I'm going to check them out. And, someone gave me the idea of a bath towel with the initials for college, and I think that's going to be something that I'm going to embroider too and do. And I'm going to do a video on the QuickBooks so that I can show you guys how I work QuickBooks and stuff. Okay, maybe we can just share information on that as well. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great evening. Enjoy your machines, have fun embroidering, and if you need anything, as always, please reach out. I'm here to help. So I will talk to you guys later. You guys take care. Love you all. Bye.